Do y'all remember what happened last week? Good morning and welcome to the Swamp Goblins. Last session, we continued our little time skip. We got, not too much happened. Well, a lot happened, but Mox went with Grem to explore a bit more of the world, seeing a bit of the waters of the of the water sea. Oh my god, I'm losing.
Elemental plane?
Yeah, the
Water
elemental plane of water. And seeing that it actually connected to separate areas along the world. And also seeing where Grem was raised in the northern area. Then we also had Thecus, who was offered another job by Arcanius. And that job may have been to kill a certain water genasi that was another one of the crewmates of the original Phoenix crew. Thecus said no. Thecus wasn't willing to murder this individual. And
Just some guy.
Imagine Thecus not being willing to murder someone.
yeah.
Never before seen.
And so with that, Thecus is like, no. And Arcanius is like, okay, well, you know who's coming and is going to try and kill y'all, so you might as well run. And Archaea is like, I have a way out. Let's go to hell. And Thecus is like, okay. And so Archaea and their siblings and Thecus all went to a layer of Dis, a part of hell, which Archaea is originally from. And they were spotted immediately and sent on the run for their lives. As they were running around, they found Reginald, and Reginald led them away. And they found a little safe house with some oversized imps that was led by a pit fiend by the name of $8.
Mother.
And agreeing to do a little bit of a favor for $8, Thecus needs to get an identification thing. Along with that, $8 only wanted Thecus to kill somebody by the name of Tara Faraday, but Thecus also declined the murder there, sadly. So
Who could that be anyway? Nobody important.
Nobody important.
we have no idea who this Tara possibly could be, although she actually did come home to Edison's house and arm wrestled Dion and lost. And I'm like,
It's
huh?
par for the course. The Faradays roll like shit.
We had a little dinner with the Faradays. I am like really blanking on fucking Edison and Tevia's like last moment. Like we had a dinner. Why am I blanking so hard on this?
Via went to practice, and Edison is essentially starting to set up the process for the show. He sent out letters to everyone.
Okay,
Found
yeah.
a place to practice.
Yeah. A little lone spot on the island. So with this, we are actually going to start off with Thecus, as you are in hell. And you're supposed to steal.
Hey, hold on.
Oh, Buddha quote.
Buddha
Go for it.
quote. One is not low because of birth, nor does birth make one holy. Deeds alone make one low, deeds alone make one holy. Okay.
Alright, now that quote fucks. Yeah, the circumstances of your birth mean jack shit.
Yeah.
Hey.
That hand shaking
Oh, God.
meme, and it's Buddha and Mewtwo.
Mewtwo. Okay, so Thecus.
Anyway, fuck Buddha.
What's your problem?
Good to keep it.
I mean, what's he doing later?
I got it,
Being
Buddha.
dead still.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
Okay, so Thecus, what do you want to do? You're in Dis. You have Archaea. You have a very uncomfortable sleeping arrangement. It is very hot. You are constantly dripping.
Dekus is like constantly steaming a little bit.
Yeah.
That'd be so horrible. I hate it. I hate it. Well, I gotta get this thing. Is there like a time crunch on that? Do I have to get that done first? Like,
I think $8 is like, well, I want that as soon as you can, sort of thing. I think it's
Okay.
a little mini mission.
yeah. I wasn't sure if $8, because like I wasn't sure if $8 was kind of the kind of guy who's just like, yeah, as long as you get it done, just get to it when you get to it.
I mean, maybe if that was like killing Tara Faraday, maybe.
No
That's the vibe I
rush
got
on if it's
there.
Tara Faraday. You could just kill her whenever. No big deal.
Yeah.
Terra
you,
human,
Alex.
give me like 90 years. She'll be dead.
We'll get there.
Easy. Faraday. Oh, these guys are fucking cake. You just gotta wait them out. Got like fucking 500 years on that idiot.
And she is half tiefling, so she may live a bit longer.
Right, sure. Have tiefling, whatever.
Absolutely.
Must be from her mother's side, right? Oh, wait.
Completely out of nowhere.
I forgot that there's actually been an in-canon reveal.
Get it together!
Whoa.
It's okay,
I'm
it's
so
only for
not
Tevia, though,
together.
so we still get to pretend like we don't know.
Yeah, just as I've been doing.
So you've been staying with $8 for a little bit of time now, an indistinguishable amount of time.
No.
There's not really a good tell of like day or night in hell, but you've been here in a little bit of time, letting things lay on the low. Found out a little bit of information that $8 is like, he's high enough up in like the authority of like Dis being a pit fiend that like he gets a little bit of sway in things. Like, oh yeah, don't come search my premise for this individual. And
Fuck out of here.
And so because of that, he has like kind of leniency that like Dissipator isn't gonna come searching there for you. Lilic's not gonna find you here. It's gonna be a-okay. But like as like the time goes on and like it's
I do need to get that thing.
yeah, and it's also like kind of weird because it's just kind of like it's like a really big like sauna 24/7 in $8 mansion. And like the food, while very fit, like this is some good cooking. This is some good cooking for you, Thekus. You've been very happy with the meals that have been served under $8.
Yes!
Fantastic. I wonder where it comes from. That's so crazy.
Arcadia has looked a little bit concerned at you enjoying the meals oh so much. At the wonderful cooking. And I'm actually gonna roll an insight check on Arcadia.
Nice and juicy and good. Just some good flesh.
Hungry.
They don't know how furbolgs work. Maybe this is just part of like maybe furbolgs can like eat people. I don't know.
Yeah.
Arcadia.
It's they got a robust constitution.
Yeah. But soon enough comes to the night on which you together plan to go on a raid
The
on
heist.
one of the iron towers. A tiny bit of lore for the plane of Dis is that it has an ever-expanding castle, and that alone is what fuels Dissipator's power, the ruler of this plane, or of this layer of hell. And so, majority of like the floor, you actually have to be careful walking on, and you have had to like get an actual like pair of shoes to deal with it. What the fuck? Because a lot of the floor is metal, and just
Real toasty.
yep, burns your feet to touch. Now, before you can leave hell, $8 does have a way to get you out that will put you somewhere nice, although like and far away, which is like one of the important parts, is like getting as far away from where Yinogu last was as possible.
Scary guy.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's like, okay, we can get out of here, but you have to have the heist on the Iron Tower first. You have plans on how to get there. You know what it looks like and everything. But while you're on your way for the night, will you roll me a stealth check?
Of course. I would love to.
All right.
Whoops, I don't know how to
Do
type.
it, coward.
That's a 13. That's
Okay.
not fantastic.
Okay, so you get to this large tower that almost looks like a spinning cell of prisons leading up into the sky. And you know that at the way top of it should be a demonic entity that is watching guard over the sector. You don't think anyone's noticed you yet.
The rolls
Yeah,
aren't
that's as good
visible
as-
on stream. Do you need to
As
scroll
good
down
as
and
hope
move it up?
as we can hope for.
Do you want to go inside?
I feel like just sauntering in is like guaranteed you're just gonna get clocked right off the bat, right? Like, I don't know. How tall is it?
About 100
Like the
feet
tower
tall.
in general? That's pretty fucking tall.
A little.
But like not like too tall. What do those walls look like?
They look like half of the walls look like it goes like around in circles, like a spiral of bars of like a cell. And then the rest is like graded, or not graded, is like walls of like cobblestone and iron melded together.
Would those cell bars appear to be like windows to cells?
Yeah, yeah. You think there might be one person stuck in each of those cells all the way up.
Yeah. So like how like scalable does the outside of this building
Yes.
Look.
it is, yeah.
It looks pretty scalable if you just go from like window to window.
Yeah, and like a nice little spiral pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's what Thekus is gonna go for, and just kind of along the way, if the people in the cells notice him, be like, shh.
So you go over and you grab onto the metal grates and you burn your hands, touching them
Ow.
as they hurt.
That's
and Archaea wraps around your stomach and pulls you off and is like, do you just want me to fly us up?
Oh right. Sorry, I'm very tired.
I love the kiss. This matches him so well. It's so great.
Yeah, that would probably be better. Let's try that.
Okay. Let's roll another stealth check. As you're directly flying up a tower.
God.
Somehow I'm not
Pass
sure
without a
this
trace.
will be
Oh, wait.
easier to. Wham! That's one worse than last
So
time.
good.
12.
So good.
So as you're flying up the side, one of the people outside catches you as you're flying up. You're like trying to go like in between the jail cells, but somebody catches you. Hey, hey, stop. Do you stop?
Hey, stop that!
Hey, come back.
Halt. No.
I mean, this dude is like will almost definitely tell someone, yeah. So I guess
Are you gonna kill him, Beacon?
it's just I don't know.
Are
Dude,
you
I'm just gonna go murder this guy.
gonna go murder spree?
Security, kill this guy. Um, I I probably like have to stop. Yeah,
Oh, do okay.
that's the vibe I get.
We can stop. We can see this individual. You go down. You see a very thin and withering individual whose lips are cracked so deeply. Do you got any water?
I
Please, I just want some water.
I have so much water.
How much energy would you like to put into this water blast?
No, no. I don't want to blast him. Can I just hold out like my hands and make this weird guy drink out of my palms like some sort of weirdo?
This feels very weird. I guess.
What else am I gonna do?
Drink a little
Just
slower
fucking
for me.
spray him?
Use more tongue.
I
Okay.
guess I could try and like do a little like faucet spout kind of thing that they could drink out of, maybe.
Okay, we'll just say you feed this individual water.
Through some sort of means, you deliver water to this person.
I was like, what's something for
Place
this
your
hot
mouth
layer of
directly
hell
on
that
theirs
somebody
and
would want?
just
Yeah.
And with that, you start to make your way back to the top of this tower. You can actually see that there is a latch on the ceiling of this door, or the ceiling of this tower. It looks like there's like a little perch for people that want to sit on top.
Sounds. This feels like a little like too obvious. Like if I were to just go in there, they'd be like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing there?" You know?
What's the game plan?
Um. Can I get a view from like through one of the higher up windows to try and see what's going on inside?
So in the top window, if you get a very quick look at it and with just your eyes, you can see that there are bodies crumpled along the floor in a cell. Then past that there is a table. And sitting at the table writing things down by just like writing things down, you can see this abundance of spikes and bones with these moth-like wings held at their back that is taking up almost the entirety of the rest of that room. And soon enough you watch as like their bones like crumple in until they make a very thin looking woman who almost looks like she just has she just has skin sticking to bones and elbows that genuinely have spikes coming out of them, and like small short red attire like tube top and skirt, both very ripped up.
Fuck yeah. And can I like gauge their position from the latch on top?
They would be in front of the, not like, they would be a little bit like west of the latch. Like the latch is just a little bit off center of them.
And I assume they would be facing in the general direction, like towards the latch.
She would actually be facing more so towards the desk. She seems to be possibly writing up something.
Okay.
How long do you wait here?
That's a good question. Do I know what the pastilli I need to get? Do I know what it looks like?
You just need an identification of a higher up. So you likely need her identification specifically.
Right. Okay. I would like to cause some sort of distraction over here that doesn't get me caught, but is enough that I could then use the hatch and catch them unawares.
At your disposal right now, you have Arcadia and I guess the jail cells below you.
Cause a fucking prison riot. I don't think that would go well. I think I would need to have some sort of incentive for the prisoners.
Hey, you want to start a riot?
Yeah, just like, hey, what are your thoughts on riots? Fuck yeah? Fuck yeah.
I'm feeling a fuck yeah.
When I feel a fuck yeah.
I think Thekus would like to know Archaea's thoughts, so he's going to bring up that idea to them. He's going to say, what do you think we could do to create a distraction in terms of
Well, it's sort of looking like the prisoner and her block is just a melt of meat. So that's not going to be any bit helpful, but I mean, we might be able to get the prisoner below that you gave water to make some noise, and maybe that'd bring her downstairs, and then we could break in and wait.
Yeah, I guess that guy might feel obligated, I guess. It's worth a shot, right?
Yeah. So they fly you back down. And you see the prisoner who's laying on the floor and just looks over to you. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
Much more? You're looking a little rough there, bud.
Oh, I would love some water. I would love some water so much.
Get this guy to build up a dependence and
On water? I mean,
well, yeah,
same.
no, but I mean he's gonna get used to it. I'm gonna keep him on the line and then cut him off, and it's gonna be even worse for him.
Yeah.
It's
You're
not
right
intentional,
where
but it
you
is
belong.
fucked up.
What'd you do to put you down in hell?
Oh, I just sort of came here.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
It's almost like a little vacation.
Oh, I wish this was
real
a
scary
vacation
one,
for
though.
me. God, I really messed up.
What'd you do?
I messed with the homeowner society.
Oh
Fucking homeowners association. Oh my god, it's been so long. I forgot their lore.
You don't come back from that.
It's bad. It's
They
bad.
literally
We
send you
figured
to
it out in
hell?
Coastside. It's bad.
How do they do that? How do they fix your fucking afterlife to hell?
They've got strings.
Apparently.
They've got they use the proper channels and
No, they
the
don't
message
use
gets
the
out
proper
there.
channels.
Oh yeah, gosh. Oh, those guys are. You don't want to get on their bad side.
I thought that they were just like rumored creatures, and oh, I did not listen to the stories.
I think it makes like a mental note, like right now. Okay, if you go against the homeowners association, you go to hell. Um. So I've got a little proposition for you.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, anything for you.
I need to get into the big spiky lady's office, and
Yeah.
I want to sneak in. So I need you to create some sort of distraction, maybe rile up some of these folks. I don't know, make it so create like some sort of disturbance that she's got to come like resolve or whatever. And I can sneak in from the top.
Okay. You should go now. I'm gonna be very loud about it.
Okay, do you want some more water before you hear?
Sit for the row.
One sip for the road.
Please.
Here, oh, yeah, of course. And then he'll get going back to the top. He will try to look out for whenever she leaves her office.
So
Or
you
if the distraction is just very noticeable.
you hear from the top of their lungs, which doesn't make it too far, but it's a penetrating noise. You hear, "Fuck the homeowners association,"
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
and you watch as the spiked girl walks along to the side of the wall, and you will see like a lineup of like 8 different weapons next to like a towering case of files. What are those called? The things.
A cabinet?
A filer.
File cabinet?
File cabinet, yeah. There's just like there's like 6 different weapons. Like there's a mace, there's like a whip, there's like a 2-hander sword, and she goes over and she grabs the mace. And she starts walking out the door.
Oh no.
Right. After she closes her door, Thekus will give it a few seconds before trying the latch. That may very well be locked.
Make a strength check.
Okay. I'm just gonna make a regular strength check for now, but Thekus is currently in possession of the battle bar, yes?
Yeah.
Oh my
I mean,
god.
yeah, as far as we know, you haven't gotten rid of it.
Yeah.
Another prison guard.
Are you
going to-
using that to...
Yeah, this is a
Another
cop.
hell
This is
cop.
a fucking
Hell
cop I've
cop.
ever seen. I'm going to assume that this 6 means this thing does not budge.
Yeah, it doesn't. Do you want
And,
to try using the battle bar? And I'll just
I
give
would-
you another roll.
I would love to. I would like to use the 22 strength thingy.
Yeah.
And just fucking pry it open with the battle bar.
Okay.
Because it is a crowbar at the end of the day, so it's also just very well suited for this job.
Okay, you pry. Go ahead and make a strength check.
22 is plus 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You know,
Wow.
I've had better rolls.
You've had a worse roll, too.
True.
How about I just try and pick the lock?
Yeah, you know, somehow I thought this would work, but I guess it's
Hell iron,
yeah,
it's
there's
very
something
strong.
going on here.
This is just Thekus, like, doing shit, and then Archaea being like, do you want, like, a practical solution, or are you just gonna keep doing
Is this what you do all the time? You just like keep swinging
like-
until it works?
just like- Do you just like walk at your problems?
How about you try the battle bar again? I rolled an 11 for the breaking it open with a lockpick. It didn't work.
Fantastic. Yeah, I think we'll give it another go.
Alright. You have advantage because you are using the battle bar to open this. Like you're using a
Oh,
tool.
pog.
Now the DC isn't that low though.
17?
So I'll say that you get it open, but it takes time and makes noise.
Unfortunate. Yeah, that's kind of the kicker, huh?
Yeah. So with that, you eventually break in. There is noises of wondrous screaming all through the tower as you break in. What do you want to do in this room? There's a couple file cabinets. There's a table. There seems to be a lot of writing on the table. There is a mesh of a body in a cell behind you. What do you do?
Okay, girl's not back yet, yeah?
No, she's not.
Okay, Deakus would like to search the desk first for her identification, see if she has like just any belongings there, and just kind of rifle through them and see if he can
Okay, make an investigation check.
fucking, yeah, let's give him that fatty -1. He's
Hey,
at
that's pretty
15.
good.
That's pretty good.
Okay, so I've one. Arcadia actually goes outside to like has like the door and is like looking guard.
It's pretty smart.
Because you got such a good roll, you can find an identification. Yeah, she's a bone devil by the name of Eliel. Do you have, because it's such a good roll, is there a question you have about hell that you think you might find from documentation in a guard post?
Ooh.
He just wants to know about the ties with the homeowners association. He wants to see if there's any documents on like the strings that they pull. I think he's very interested in this now.
Okay, so as you look
He's
through,
invested.
Just wants to find a little document on him.
you can find a string of notes about the homeowners association, and it's like you see things like didn't paint house precise gray blue, send him to the lowest layer.
That's fucking foul.
And it seems like the homeowners association is in direct contact with the ruler of Dispater himself, and that like every home is actually like sort of following like protocol to make it also give the power to Dispater. So it's like he is
like an extension of the castle.
exactly. So he is growing his power outside of hell with this.
That's terrifying, actually.
That's fucking awesome. That's so sick. That is really scary though.
And-
Can he just like freely like travel between realms because of that? Like,
Who knows? That's what you get for the
I
connection.
mean, hey, Dispater, call
all
me.
right.
I've got an expanding house too.
I'll show
Oh.
you something that expands. It's
It's
my
a house. Oh.
It's
Oh.
my now.
And with that, Thix will be like, "Hey, I actually found it. Let's get the fuck out of here."
Okay, okay, yeah, she is coming. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, get your shadow. Get it. You dumb bird.
So with that, you go through the top again. You re-throw it over. The latch is completely busted on the ceiling thing, so it's just like throwing it over and hoping she doesn't notice. And Arcadia grabs you and starts to fly you away.
Yay.
Wow, she
And
was
then we get
very
shot down.
pointy. She was a. Bone devils look very weird in their skin suits.
Yeah, that's kind of the. Will Thicus say that it looks tasty?
I mean,
I
it
know.
doesn't look like a lot of meat.
It's not flesh.
Does it not? Okay.
No, it's
bones
it's
and
bones and skin.
Skin. I mean, yeah, but skin is like flesh, right? It's like, is it? I don't know. Okay. Well, either way, it was like weird.
So-
For him.
So with that, you fly off. Before the portal's gonna open up, $8 like is like, oh, you've completed my mission. I just give me a couple days and I'll get you out of here. And so with that,
Didn't think you'd get this far.
thought you'd get
I thought
kidnapped.
you were gonna get murdered.
So you know the shadow fountain in Zabraze that was just like shooting out shadows. You know, there's like
Oh no.
there's like that here, but with blood.
Oh, okay.
You know, like
Oh.
hell features. There's a lot of like hell features here. There's like, buy your soul on a stick. Cost an arm and a leg.
Buy your soul on a stick. Cost of your soul if you still have it.
You know, there's a lot of little stuff like that. But something that's like really cool that Arcade is like the most excited about showing you around this town in the heat zone is the fact of like you can get anything here. Like if you like, and not just from like your plane. Not just from the hell plane. It seems like this layer is actually a trading hub across like all planes. And
So what you're telling me is that there are HOAs in all planes, and that's how this is possible.
yeah.
Confiscate.
Horrifying.
Okay.
Or at least that's immediately where. Well, I don't know if Thicus figures that out. I think Thicus is just like, oh, it's like crazy. There's so much shit.
Oh wow, look at this connection to the fire plane. Oh, you can get a sphere that teleports you there. That's so cool. Huh, a little bit weird, but alright.
This is like some super cool like gift shop that happens to, you know, be very magical.
And so with that, you find a lot of cool things. You find like an eternal fire lamp that just is constantly on fire and can never be put out. Don't know how helpful that would be, but you know.
In hell.
But soon enough, $8 does make a portal for you. And
Now that's just like one of those tacky decorations that people are like, yeah, this is cool. Anyway.
And Arcade is like, I know just the place once we get up there to go.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Thicus is you know, as cool as it was to come here, Thicus is not the hugest fan of the hot zone.
Yeah. Arcadia seemed to like light up here, but like they also always had to like be on guard. And like your time there was like you were stuck in a certain like quadrant of this city that like was like this is $8 zone, you're safe here, and it's like you may not leave this area.
You will get, captured and horrible, terrible things will happen to you.
And so with that, you go through a portal. It leaves you off in a forest, and it like takes about like a day to orientate yourself of like where you even are, because $8 will not tell you. It's part of the adventure. And
Deacus will make sure. By the way, he will thank $8 once more before going through the portal.
remember, if you ever want to help out your friend Edison Faraday, you have to kill that Tara Faraday.
How do
you know it?
I'll think about it. I'll keep that in mind.
Also, tell him $8 is high.
$8 says hi.
That's not what he said.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't
Yes.
sure.
$8 is just fucking blazing it up in there.
That's what I heard.
$8 says hi, not is
I
high.
heard says hi, like it says hello.
Yeah,
I definitely heard is
I
high.
heard is high as well, and was like,
Sorry, is high.
I had to have
It's
misheard.
like, alright, yeah.
Edison, I'm
$8
so
is high.
fucking high right now.
Just wanted
It's
to let
just
you
like
know.
imagine-
Yeah.
Like him like raising like a bong in the air. And he's like,
Sure. I got that good hell weed. It is not a plant.
The devil's lettuce.
Oh no. Yeah. Yeah. Your salads are made out of weed.
regardless of whether $8 said hi, say hi, or is hi, Deacus heard is hi, so that's what he's going to say. But anyway, yeah, as he goes, he's like, oh, yeah, will do. I got you.
So as you go into a new greeny field that you are put out onto, Arcadia is like quickly like looking around for a town, and we're back. We're safe-ish, I guess. Huh.
Safe as one can be.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to keep moving. It was really nice to visit my home with you. I really wanted to show it to you. I know we couldn't really see the actual, like, wonderful areas that I want to take you, but maybe one day. Even if it's a couple 100 years. Maybe I'll get to show you my real home one day.
Well, it feels weird. My mind went to I'll be waiting, but that sounds like weird to say. Is that weird?
I don't think
so.
that's weird.
Is that weird? Okay. Well, you're getting a few different responses.
I don't think it's that weird, because it's not like you're leaving. If it was like
Yeah.
if you were splitting up right now and it's like I'll be waiting, then it sounds a little bit weird, because then it sounds like you're
Yeah.
directly waiting until they're like, okay, we can go to my house now. My parents aren't home. But like,
Yeah.
but like since you're still like hanging out and still, I don't think it's that weird.
Okay. Thekus does say that then. Say, yeah, I'll be waiting. I look forward to it.
Hey Thekus, I think we're on the southern side of Kors, southeast. What about
so easily?
what about your home? Do you ever think about going back? I mean, you're not around your friends right now, and we got plenty of time. Do you ever want to visit your home?
Nah. I think this not being um, my personal lack of development, but genuinely, I think Thekus is like conflicted about it because, like, yes, he he misses like his his family and stuff, but he also is like, can I like go back without having like actually achieved anything towards what I wanted to do when I left, you know? But
I
at the same
mean,
time, it's like transportation isn't exactly an issue, so it's not like a huge deal. I don't know.
And you know who like sends Archaea though?
That's true. That'd be fucked up if, we just like fucked up my home.
Yeah.
But
Nah.
Like,
that's
hi, I
also
want
like
you to be
fucked
my
up to
spouse.
think.
Oh, also Yanogu.
It's-
how good of a swimmer are you, Goo? Do you know
I
the
was gonna, yeah,
doggy paddle?
Boo!
um, I think Thekus would like that, but Eli's still not really ready for it.
It wouldn't be this
we'll make
session.
do. Yeah, of course.
It'd
of
be like
course.
the end of next session.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Thekus will.
How about this? You seem a little bit conflicted about it. How about we just take our way? We're at the bottom of core right now. How about we just take our time? Your home is in the north, right? I forget if I know that, but your home's in the north, right?
I forget if I mean, shit, I don't fucking know. It could be anywhere.
Getting closer to the northeast at this point. Derry was on the east coast, and they're going to be passing each other.
Oh, okay.
No, Eli's Pacific Island. We did have a spot for it, ish.
Oh.
Did we?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll
I
don't move
I
as
definitely have
much.
forgotten, but
Um, it's like directly north of core right now.
okay.
Sick.
In that case, yes.
How about we just walk? How about we just travel across core, however long it takes together, and when we get there, we can fully decide.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like that. Road trip.
Okay. So, Thekus? We'll probably get to this more so in next session. I think next session is going to be a lot more of us talking about actual game mechanics for the most part. And how you each particularly practiced your skills that you're going to be learning. Some of us might have a little bit more to work out and talk about, but with that, Thekus, the rest of your time skip is going to be mostly travel.
Yeah.
With that,
Cute little cross-country road trip with the spouse.
yeah. I do have my notes, but I do have notes about a little place that Archaea wants to take you, but I think I will save that for next session.
Fog.
Okay.
I want to go on a road trip.
Oh, poor thing.
Like in real life.
You can. traveling with my road trip is great in the middle of a plague. Lots of places are
Right.
reopening. It's fine.
Okay.
We're vaccinated.
So with that, let's go to Mox next.
Oh,
I rolled for it.
Mox time.
Yeah.
Mox time. Me when it's Mox time.
So Mox,
Yeah.
you've noticed a couple things while you've been traveling with Grem. They don't seem to sleep much. In fact, they're usually awake when you go to bed. They're usually awake when you wake up.
Wonder if they're part elf.
And even so, occasionally, like, they're, like, teleporting, like, back when you wake up if you guys are, like, out somewhere.
Does Grim know full form?
Yeah.
Okay.
Grem's pretty well trained.
Mox has told them about full form too, and is of course practicing it.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever,
Yeah. So it seems to be that this is how it's been working out. You go on an adventure somewhere, you go to a certain particular area for a day, you go around it, you guys draw the sights around, and then typically at the end of that day, it's teleporting back to, like, the jungle hut to sleep.
Okay.
And then usually Grem trying to, like, fill out a little bit more of the map if they can or can't. But today at the start, when they open up the tree to teleport, you see a familiar sight on the inside. Through the other side is Kuroto.
Ah! Mox is immediately jumping up and down. Oh, I know this place, I have friends there.
Yeah. You're, telling me a little bit about it, and I thought maybe we could go back. I mean, today's, sort of a special day.
It's a special day. What day is it?
Let's go get breakfast. I'll tell you over breakfast.
Oh my god, are we going to Tav's?
Sure, we could go to Tav's.
I can show you the pool table.
So with that, you go through the portal. It's Kuroto. It is a blossoming day. You see, it seems like today's little competition in the Verdant Valley is petal rain. So the skies are literally just painted with petals flowing across them.
Mox does it too, just as passing through, because they can.
So Kuroto is a city, since we didn't have this on stream.
Woo!
Kuroto is a city mostly of plant types and is a main trading city. There is constant festivals thrown every single day, and every day in an area called the Verdant Valley, there is competitions of certain types of plant magic being made. Upon their first visit there was who can grow the tallest flower. And so now it is flower petal rain. And Kuroto is a type of city that no one would ever go to war with, because if you go to war with Kuroto, you go to war with the rest of the continent. So, as you get here, you are a little bit south of the school on the transport. And you quickly enough walk over to Tav.
Oh, Mox is like running.
Okay, you run over to Tav's together. When you get to Tav's, there's a little sign on it.
Yeah.
It says, "Feel free to crash here," on it. You open the door, you can see the pool table. There is a bunch of people sitting around of different varying adventurers. You also would know that outside of the city, there are hedges that are grown specifically of memories of great things people have done, whether that be completing missions on the mission board or defeating marvelous monsters.
Do we have 2 hedges or 1?
You guys have a hedge. You have the hedge of the well.
Of course, showing Graham the hedge.
So you go over and look around. It seems that Tav hasn't been home for the last couple weeks, as people are telling you. Oh, well, it's a lovely place. Shame Tav's not here. Did you want to talk to him?
Oh, can you do that?
I can't, but
All right,
a
Ayla
certain
can.
someone can, and I keep a few of those scrolls with me at all times.
Yeah, I mean, we could ask how he's doing. Like, I haven't talked to him in so long. I want to talk to people over long distances so bad.
Huh. That might be.
I wonder if Sai could help me.
Yes, maybe. We could talk to Sai about it.
Do you know Sai?
Yeah, we're going to visit her later today. It's part of the itinerary.
Ooh, itinerary.
You wanted to show me a hedge first?
Yeah, we got a hedge. I don't know why we got a hedge for the well, but not for fixing the Raven Queen's castle. But, like, the well was pretty cool. That's where we met Tevia, and this really cool guy called Passenger. We haven't seen him in a while either. I wonder if we could check in on him.
I've got quite a few message scrolls.
Yeah.
But, first things first, before we do that, Graham pulls out a little fruit smoothie, a glowing fruit smoothie.
Did you just, like, have that?
I planned it just in case we couldn't exactly get breakfast here. And if we're on our way, that's fine.
Oh, well, I'm sure there are
And
tons
it's
of places.
partially a gift.
A gift.
Happy birthday, Mox.
Birthday. Oh. You know what day that is.
Yep.
What day is it?
That's today.
Give me the in-game indents. You don't have to give me the actual day. We can figure it out later.
Let's see. Okay. So we'll say this is like closer. It's like the second month. Let's go with the 7th day of the second month.
Okay.
Which I'm still arguing with myself on whether I want to make a calendar or not, which is why I'm not saying direct dates.
I'm even more of an adult now. I'm 17.
I guess that's true.
Still not even an adult in the first place.
More of an adult.
The berry smoothie is wonderful, and it's sparkling so much. You finish it, and you think it's refilling itself.
Does this just happen in this cup or like
Yep.
forever?
It's a special part of that cup. It can replicate things put into it.
Oh.
But the complexity of it is going to determine the amount of time on it.
Ecus can replicate water.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
With that, you get out. It's very raspberry and strawberry heavy, with a very small hint of mint. Small enough that it's more so leaves along the aftertaste. As you go outside and you see a wonderful little well made of hedges that spins around in a circle, and then along the center of it you see so many hands and arms reaching out, and you see little figures of like zombies. It's really wonderfully made, and like more zombies just coming out of it with the sign of the Swamp Goblins saving the day here.
Oh my! And Mox is telling the story as they go. Okay, and then we all fell down the well for the second time, and we took a lot of damage. And then Tevia almost killed Thegus. Oh, and you should have seen the final fight. Passenger didn't hit a single thing. It was really sad. He spent like a lot of time and energy trying to hit stuff, and then Thegus died. And the Raven Queen brought him back, and it was a good time.
Terrifying, but I'm glad to hear you're safe. Would you rather we go to Sai now, or would you rather make in a call to one of your friends? Whether it be Passenger or Tav or whatnot?
Okay. First, we should go on the zip line.
All right.
Yeah, and then we talk to Sai, and then we talk to people.
All right. Sure thing. So, the zip line today, there's a zip line that goes across the city from There's a tower on the east side and a tower on the west side that are connected with a rope. The thing about the zip line on today of all days is it almost feels like you're like walking on top of an ocean of flower petals because you're just above it of all these other of all these wonderful, colorful, vibrant petals. And it's just like, it's more so like if you put your feet all the way down, it just like breaks the wave of petals in the sky.
Mox makes their legs very long, so they go down through the petals, and they like kick them up and around while sliding down.
And it's a little bit weird, but it's beautiful and wonderful. And Frem is like excitedly and like just shooting out like flowers that just like explode almost like fireworks of just like roses.
Mox is going to try to do that, but they would like to apply the fact that they can make a glowing mushroom to make it glow.
Okay, go ahead and make a creativity check.
Seven.
They glow. They are mini mushrooms. Just a bunch of mini mushrooms.
Not quite what I was going for.
And you get to the end of the zip line soon enough. So you wanted to visit Sai now?
Yeah. Oh, but first we should go check the message board. Mox is just like super distracted, running around, doing a million different things. They haven't really visited places they've been before, really. So like, super excited to just look at everything. And there's Team Passenger, and there's Team Passenger, and there's Team Passenger, and there we are, Swamp Goblins on the job board.
Oh, wonderful! You did a couple of things here. I mean, I know you told me. That's great. It's like eternalized.
Yeah, we'll be here forever, even after we die.
Yep. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen anytime soon.
Yeah, maybe I'll live like super long like you.
Maybe so.
Hey,
Here's
why don't
to
you
hoping.
sleep a lot? Are you like Tevye? Tevye doesn't really sleep a ton.
I'm not really quite... My sleeping habits probably aren't the healthiest, but I don't feel the need to sleep a lot. Usually like 3 or so hours and I'm good.
That's crazy, because I need like at least 6, usually closer to 8.
Yeah. I know it's quite strange. It's only more so something that happened within like the last 10 or so years.
Are you becoming eternal?
I don't think so. My bones ache a little bit more each day, but I think I'm more so closer to that than something that would die after a year.
I think you're becoming eternal. I wonder if it's because you're a plant type or because you're like a cool elf changeling.
Maybe one day I'll just fully turn into a plant and just be stuck in the ground for forever.
Oh,
but not be dead.
You don't want that, because I definitely saw somebody who turned into a plant and
Yeah.
I did kill her.
Oh. I thought you were talking about Green Cat for a second.
No, Green Cat's mom, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, we thought she was attacking Green Cat because he was like, help, help. And then we came and he was like all tangled up and was like, help me. And also I was kind of under a curse from Yinogu that made me want to kill things really bad.
That's a lot to deal with. I'm sorry about that.
It was a big mixture. And
Yeah.
Tevye was gone like that whole week. I don't know what his deal was.
I mean, that's a lot to deal with. Anybody needs time to decompress, but how about we go see Sai?
Oh, speaking of which, I've been meaning to find out information on that symbol we saw on his head. I'll try to find that while we're in town.
Sure thing. So you go over to Sai's.
Oh, also, while we are in Tav's bar, make sure to tell everybody how much the Monarch Mouse sucks.
Okay. When you go to Sai, you see a giant box wrapped up in wrapping paper. Mox, this is for you. I had it commissioned, you might say.
It's really pretty. I like the colors.
Oh no, you open it up. It's on the inside of this box.
Oh, okay. Exactly, Levi. Exactly. Mox starts very carefully, like, finding the seams of the wrapping paper and like pulling it apart.
You can just tear it up.
Immediately goes feral on it.
Okay. When you tear open the box, you at first glance just see an oversized purple hydrangea plant. That's just like the flowering part.
Ooh.
And then you start to realize that you can't get in between the flower petals. And you realize it's a giant hydrangea backpack.
Whoa! This is really bright and cool.
Well, I just thought something to carry stuff that's a little bit more personal that doesn't need to go inside of the bag of holding, maybe.
Yeah, we have those boxes that we put all our stuff in, but like, I guess I have a mini one from the Rat King, and the mini one will go inside this bigger one. How many bags do you think I could fit inside? Like, if I put another little bag inside of the box that I then put in this bag?
Maybe quite a bit. I don't think you really need to keep the box, but... Oh, wait, the infinity box?
Yeah.
Well, your little infinity box doesn't fit too much, so... Maybe a few bags?
Yeah.
But I just... That was something that you might like.
Thank you.
No problem. Hi, Mox. How are you doing? It's been so long.
I'm assuming that's Sai.
Yeah.
Hi, Sai. Oh my god, so many things have happened.
So, Sai, as you are inside this school building that you once were at a long time ago, just past a door with a unicorn with a blue eye, if I recall correctly. Inside this area is a little classroom, and the elf that runs it is a woman by the name of Sai. She is an elf with hair that is sunset-esque. It is colored like a sunset. And a little quiet, but there is all these posters around of Maleki, a certain plant god. And it's so good to see you. I didn't expect to see you. Well, I haven't expected to see you, but it's just been a pleasant surprise. Grem here came here telling me about you and a little bit about your travels.
Yeah, we've been doing all sorts of things. You know Graham too? Are you two friends?
We weren't really quite friends until I just kind of thought about the idea for the gift. I wanted to get it made by someone special to you.
That's so cool. Hey, do you know how to make flower petals glow? 'Cause I'm working on that.
I think it's a little something like your glowing mushrooms that you made. It's just similar to that.
I'm trying. Last time I tried, it just made more glowing mushrooms, but smaller.
It just might take a little bit of practice.
Yeah. How many full forms do you know, Sai?
I'm only allowed to do the first in public.
I'm learning the next.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I found the secret from a secret person in a secret place.
Wow. Congratulations. That's quite a mark of skill.
Thank you. I'm gonna resurrect people so good one day.
Yeah. Hopefully not too frequently. I hope you haven't had to do that much.
Oh, I think I've only resurrected somebody like once.
Wow. Well, then practice has come in handy already.
Yeah. Can I ever talk to people in their brains from far away? Like wind types can do, or like I can do but close range?
That's hard. Let's see. I don't think you could do it in the same way that wind types do it.
Yeah.
I just don't think plant types could do that. It's possible that you might be able to make a plant that if other people have it, it might be able to, or that you might be able to send information through a plant that you're already connected with, like the teleport spell. But it would take stuff like that, most likely.
Like mushrooms I could talk into and then other people could hear me.
That might be possible. it might take integration of some other stuff, but you might be able to make long-range walkie-talkies with plants.
I am going to.
All right. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no worries. My headset is just like, I'm turning off.
There hasn't been volume in too long.
I will disappear forever. I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I want to chat. But, are you gonna be in Kuroda long?
Nox turns to Grim. Are we going to be in Kuroda long?
Well, we're gonna be, headed out of here a little bit later, but, if you want to, we can definitely come back.
Yeah, this is a good place to come back to, and we could maybe do something on the message board, and then we could have a team name. Do you have a last name?
Which one? Grem?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Grem's last name. Let me see if I have it in my notes.
Ooh.
Because I do not have it off the top of my head.
Old notebook.
Old notebook.
It's also worth noting that Mox does look different by this point, like the new updated little icon that they have there. The same green skin and ears, but their eyes are white now, just with pupils, and they have the same charcoal marks around their eyes that all changelings have.
Okay. I had a little something that I go by. I don't really go by my old family name.
Yeah, what's your new one? Is it Ehlers too?
How about Trick?
Trick?
Grem Trick.
Grim Trick. That's a fun last name. I wonder if a lot of changelings have it.
Probably. More than one, probably.
And then I bet there's another one that's named Prank.
But, did you want to come back here? We could come back here and you could get some classes from Sai for a little bit of time if you would like.
Yeah, I always like learning. Oh, speaking of which, Sai, do you know what this symbol is? And they're gonna draw out the symbol we saw on Tevia's head when he woke up after, getting his soul put back in his body. We all saw the mark on his forehead.
Do you want to roll me an intelligence check?
I would love to.
Okay.
9. My rolls.
Okay,
Both of them have been 4.
Yeah, that looks familiar. I could look into that for you. It's definitely a symbol of a god.
Okay, a god symbol. That's a good place to start.
If you'd like, I could look into it for you. I have a little friend named Veracit that
Oh my god, he's my friend too.
Oh really?
We
Yeah.
just saved him from prison.
And also, maybe you should speak to the Jadasi, whose name I weirdly forget for some reason.
Oh, we saved a different Veracit. I'm sorry, I know another Veracit.
Oh, weird. Huh. Common name, I guess.
Yeah, you wouldn't think it, but yeah. I also know that one too, though, but I wouldn't say that we're friends.
Yeah, well, he's very deep in study about the gods, so I could check in with him and see what he knows about it.
Yeah, that would be super cool, and I'll look into it too at like the library and stuff.
Sure thing. So with that, you have a wonderful visit with Sai. You have your new lavender hydrangea backpack. Would you like to make any calls to people?
Yes, to Tav and to Passenger,
Okay.
because those are the ones we discussed.
We'll do a quick call to Tav, and then we'll do into Passenger.
And then one to the Rat King, if we can.
Okay. Sure. Tab. There we are. Working a little bit. Yeah. A little bit like this. It's a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Hey. Hello?
Hi. Oh my god, are you like okay wherever you are?
Yeah. I'm fine-ish. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm good. I've done so many things. Like, the second one we killed Dion, but like we came to your bar and you just like weren't here, and there are a ton of people all hanging out and like having a good time, and nobody is like ruining your bar or anything. Just so you know, it looked great. But like, where are you?
That's good. I'm back home a little bit.
Only a little bit.
Well, I'm back home. We're having some difficulties, so I might not be back to Kuroto for a little bit.
Where's your home?
A little southwest of there.
Do you need like help?
Not right now, I don't think. But, hey, is this Mox?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. I've missed your crew. Edison told some good stories.
Yeah, we missed you too. We talk about you like all the time. And your cool bar and how great it is here.
Aw. Yeah, I really need to return. I miss the parties. Well, how about this? First thing I do when I get back to Kuroto, I'll throw a huge party for you and your group. We'll have a great time.
Yeah, if you can find a way to like let us know when, and I might be working on that. We'll see. I'll try to figure it out.
Okay.
Then we can totally come, and because I can like teleport soon, I think. And I'm with my parent, and they can teleport.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'd like that.
You're not like fighting like a god, are you? Like Lolth or Yinogu?
No, just a bunch of zombies.
Zombies?
Yeah.
Are they like plant zombies?
I mean, I guess they have vegetation on them, but not quite.
Those sound like the ones we fought in the well.
Huh.
Okay, so they might try to say that Kellamvor is behind it, but it's probably Orcus, and it might be Shitboy the Bad Man.
Huh. Alright.
Who has a name? Latros.
We got a little, like, family thing here. A little group. The town I live in, we sort of, I guess, had a curse put on us. Pretty much the lands are incredibly fertile. Incredibly, like, the fruit here is delicious. The food here is just delicious. Everything here tastes great. But about every other day, droves of zombies do pop up and attack the village. You win some, you lose some, and that's what I've been up to.
That might be kind of relevant. Especially, you said you're to the southwest.
Yeah.
That wouldn't happen to be, like, in one of the areas that the gods were sectioned off to, you know, after the collision and everything.
I'm really not that into history.
Okay, but, you know, those who don't know history might be a little doomed to repeat it.
Yeah, I repeat it about every 2 days.
Yeah, there is somebody going around trying to summon all the gods and kill them, so just keep, like, an eye out for that.
Alright, yeah.
If you're in, like, a place where God is, they might get summoned on you, so...
Okay.
If you start to notice everybody acting really weird, like they've been put under, like, a little bit of a curse, that happened to us.
Alright. Yeah, I'll be cautious.
Also, the Monarch Mouse is actually the worst and tried to sabotage our group and got us put in jail. Just
Oh, I got this.
Oh, yes! Yes!
Okay. Did you want to make a call to passenger?
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work, like, for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Just say you make the call and we'll grab Levi later.
Hey, Levi! Levi!
Levi!
Levi!
Levi, where are you?
Levi, pick up!
Ring, ring.
Ring, ring! Levi!
Levi, we need you.
Hang on, everybody. Hey, oh, never mind.
Levi.
Levi,
Like,
Levi.
Hi, I was not prepared for this. How's everyone doing?
I'm
Good.
alive.
Awesome.
Vibing.
Just vibing.
All right, I'm out of this now.
Okay.
No, you're not. Don't just fucking leave me hanging. I wasn't ready for this.
My job here is done.
Fuck you.
I guess Graham opens the call to passenger.
Yeah.
Hi, passenger, I'm talking in your head. Are you alive still?
You hear like silence for like 10, 15 seconds. To hear.
Oh my god,
Who
you
is
might be
this?
dead. It's Mox. You remember we went to that well together and there was Tevia and I think you took some drugs and Edison and Thekus died.
Edison didn't die. Well, after the world, yes.
But did you die is the important part. You're like alive, right? You're not like a zombie.
It's like silence for like another 30 seconds and he's like, no, I am not dead. Where are you?
Oh, I'm in the same city that we were in before. I haven't stayed here though. I've been like every single place on the continent pretty much. I'm like super well traveled now. But like Tevia
I'm
really
so much
misses
closer.
you and like we all like think of you all the time and we like talk about you and we just wanted to like I just wanted to see if you were like alive and okay cuz like the gods are getting summoned right now kind of. It's a little bit crazy.
Hey Ash, have I heard about the gods getting released from where I am?
You haven't had to deal with it yet, really.
But have I heard about it?
You've probably heard the mentioning. Yinogu's been very apparent. Like, news of Yinogu's probably gone around, because Yinogu's not really caring too much about people learning.
Yeah, alright, that checks out. Yes, I heard that there was a certain feral god rampaging across the continent.
Yeah.
But where I am, it hasn't really been an issue because there's not really.
you?
I'm in a town with a name that Ash told me.
Sure did.
That's so cool. I love that name. It's very good that you just told me right now cuz you know it.
It's a small little town in the mountains.
I think you're in Kibid.
Yes. There's not really much here, and I wouldn't really recommend ever visiting.
Yeah, but there's
It's-
like you there.
True, but it's currently, as things are standing, very, very, very dangerous to be here
Okay, it's
and
als-
doing what I'm doing. So
as long as there's not a god there, because just letting you know, the Shadow City has also been taken over by Lolth. So, like, watch out for, like, gods being summoned in your city.
Lolth.
Yeah. Lolth is here on this plane and has been summoned. Just so you know.
Well,
You know how I
good
do.
thing I'm not there.
Not my fucking problem.
It's not. Passenger doesn't really care. Well, to be honest, I did not expect to ever speak to you again, to be completely honest.
Well, good
good
thing you
talking
don't
to
have
you,
a
though.
say in it, because if I can do this, I am going to.
Sorry, bitch. I can talk into your brain.
Also, just so you know, there's this person called the Monarch Mouse, and they suck, and she was, like, weird to Tevia.
Weird to Tevia, you say?
Yeah, she like did this thing where she was
Trapped
like,
in a room.
Tevye, if you sit in this
Impersonated
room,
him.
I'll give you something. I'll give you something if you stay in here alone. And then she
was
came
like,
out and
hey,
pretended.
Tevye, free candy.
Yeah, basically. And then pretended to be him to try to get information from us. And then she got us put in jail. But like, I know you care about like Tevye.
Where does this person live?
Oh my god. Okay, so last we saw she was in the desert town of, is it Nakar? Of Nakar. Cream Puff, get the fuck down. And she was hanging out with the Disruptors, who also suck, by the way. Don't like them at all.
The car, disruptors.
Monarch Mouse.
What does she look like?
She looks like a mouse.
Looks like a mouse.
Passenger
Okay,
kills every mouse.
She's a little bit bigger than a mouse.
Yeah, but like a person, if a person was a mouse. If a mouse was a person.
If a mouse was a person, got it. I'm sure that information will never be relevant to me.
Yeah, I'm just like making sure. If you like meet people and they're like, oh, did you hear about this cool person called the Monarch Mouse? Just tell them that she sucks.
Okay, well, thank you for that. What's the gang been up to? Is Tevye there? Can I speak to him?
We're all like we're like going our separate ways for like a little bit. Like Tevye went home with Edison. Edison's kind of like adopted him or whatever. Yeah, the tall one. That's like his dad now.
Yeah, he's the tall one. Fuck you guys.
I just like the idea that Passenger's like, okay, so the tall blue one has the child.
The second tallest
didn't-
one.
Oh, the man with the big hair.
Yeah.
Got it.
The regular human man.
A regular human man.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why you would say that.
Creep
It's a
up with the
little-
fuck.
It's kind of weird how you said it like that.
It's a little weird you said it like that, but got it. What have you been up to on your travels?
I feel like we can skip over that in universe because it would just be Mox just absolutely going to town. Like you asked Mox what they've been
Well,
doing.
basically.
You get so much information.
30 minutes later.
And then we
At
saved the Rat
least.
King, and then Betsy died, and now I'm here.
That's a lot. You've been busy.
So busy.
I like that Mox has been through so much, and then like the lore dump I gave fucking Levi for Passenger was like 2 paragraphs. And it's just like, this has been what you've been up to in this amount of time.
Yeah, as for my part, I've been up here in the mountains, trying to find something. Not going very well. I have not found it yet. I have a dog.
You have a dog? Tevye is going to be so jealous.
Yeah, it doesn't really like listen to me or anything. In fact, it's not really mine. It just follows me. I don't really know what it wants. But I have it for now, I guess. I said dog, it's a wolf.
That's so cool, though. Does it have a name?
I haven't thought to name it, no. Do you have suggestions? Would you like to name the dog?
Hey, would it be funny if you named it Thekus?
What the fuck?
Gee.
What the fuck?
That's fucked up.
I mean, I don't know, Mox. I think if I ever saw Thekus again, that would get a little confusing.
Thekus Jr.
Perfect.
I'll put a pin in that. I'll keep that in mind if I can't come to a different idea for it.
If you say that to the dog and it like smiles or blinks or like keeps breathing, that means it likes it.
Keeps breathing.
Breathing.
Hey, Thekus Jr.
Did he like
It
it?
didn't. I didn't see any reaction, so
Was there breathing?
Huh.
hard to tell. Hard to tell with this one.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Zombie
weird-
dog.
It's a weird dog. I don't.
That's
It's a very strange creature. It's a very long story. Not a normal creature. Yeah, I can't get into it. It's very confusing, and even I don't really understand what's going on with it. It just showed up after I almost died, and now it follows me around.
that's so cool that you have a magical dog. I'm gonna tell Tevia later, and he's going to be so jealous.
Is Tevia into pets?
Yeah, he wants a baby displacer beast like really bad, and so do I.
This displacer beast.
I think if you brought him any baby monster, he would probably love you forever.
I don't know if I would call this a baby. No,
Do you think it could have babies?
I don't know. Maybe. It's stranger things have happened.
Are we running
Yes,
out of
Ash?
time on the scroll?
Yeah, the scroll is gonna come to an end soon, Grem is warning you. I also just love hearing about this dog you have, knowing the context behind it.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah. The context might not ever even be fucking important to this party, so maybe
It'll be important
maybe
to
it'll
me.
forever remain a secret. Okay. The party just never meets Passenger again, so they never find out what's up with the dog.
Oh, we'll meet Passenger again.
Good luck.
Hey, you should say hi to Green Cat for me.
What? What? Who?
That's fucked up.
Hey!
You can't just put that
Hey! How are you, friend?
Green Cat's great. Anyway, the scroll's running out. It was really nice talking to you. I'll let Tevia know you're alive. Bye!
Tell Tevye I miss him too. Bye.
Tevia died a little bit, but he's better now.
You hear Tevia died, and then it cuts out.
Oh,
on.
bitch.
Beautiful. For ideal.
Oh no.
Well, good talking to you.
Tevye
Bye,
died.
guys.
Sorry, I saved it till the last bit of this letter.
Guest speaker.
Bye, Levi.
Nice
Bye.
having you. Bye.
Oh my god, Levi's fucking dead.
That's fucking great.
Well, that was a good call.
That was great. He is a dog
Huh.
that doesn't breathe, I guess.
Terrifying.
Right? I want one.
If it breathes, that means it likes it. Oh, funnily enough, that's a few criteria that it doesn't mean.
Well, what do you want to do now?
I'm all out of ideas.
Well, I got one last thing to finish off today.
Yeah? Are we gonna do a dangerous mission?
No, that's for a little bit later.
Okay.
They open up a portal.
Okay.
It looks to be in like a tiny meadow. It has a bunch of glowing mushrooms in it. Like a lot of them. It has a lot of other small plants, and they're very familiar. When you look at them, the glowing mushrooms are very reminiscent of yours that you make. And a lot of the other plants are ones that you have seen around the home.
Oh.
It looks like there's a tiny, like, little meadow that has been attached to the house in the commune. That's been artificially made and has a picnic blanket out, laid on it, with Ayler and a bunch of food and a little slug cake at the center for you as a final little
Slug
birthday
cake.
thing.
Oh.
Slug.
Like with frosting?
Yep.
Made to look like a slug or made out of slug?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
As a human, this is foul.
As a person, yeah. Or, yeah, as a human, yeah, this is...
Don't like how you avoided human at first and jumped over to person.
Well, it's like person is, like, such a, like, automatic response when talking about human stuff.
You know, person is such a more widespread term that can have more meanings. Haha.
But I'm a regular human. Yeah, well, if you didn't climb on Essex cage, then maybe you wouldn't be stuck
Oh.
in there.
Hi. Happy birthday. We had this, made as a little way for it to seem almost like getting out, says Ayler.
Oh, this is so cool. You should come see my room in Green Cat's house. If it makes you feel any better, it's probably literally the safest place on this planet.
Huh.
Green Cat's almost like a god, and there are like hundreds of them there.
It's actually quite terrifying, but, like, not in a dangerous way. Just in, like, a existential way.
They're my friends. Friends? Plural now.
Yeah, I don't know. If they're like a hive mind, is it, like, really plural?
I don't know, but like there's still more than one of them.
Yeah. Huh. Could always ask.
Maybe later. They might be kind of busy talking to passenger right now.
Hey, Green Cat, are you plural?
No, that's like Jasmine's thing. From Henrietta.
Yeah.
So with that, there is a lot of meals laid out on this picnic. There's a lot of, like, flowers around, and there's an easel set up with paint laid out across it. And, Ayler offers to do, like, finger painting with you. You know, something that's, like, a lot of fun, a little kiddish, incredibly messy.
Hell yeah. I guess like so you do like the big sloppy strokes with your fingers, and then you can use claws to do finer details.
Mm-hmm. And Graham makes a little hand turkey.
Yeah, hand turkey. That's so cool. That's almost like magic.
Who did we kill? Who died?
Someone died.
I had a little, but I'm back now.
You had a little what?
An oopsie.
Oh,
A
okay.
little lucky.
Your fat ass just yanked the cord right out of your
Do not
computer.
buy a
God
hoe.
damn. You're too caked up.
So with that, you have your wonderful birthday.
That's great. I love that.
With that, Mox, Sai will get back to you. I'll do that next session, and then it's a lot of the rest of your stuff is just thinking about how you want to personally train up Mox.
Yeah.
And then our time skip will be coming to an end.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, Edison and Tevia.
One question. Did
Yeah.
Tevia actually tell anybody what he was doing when he began to disappear in practice? Or did he just, like, find the place and disappear?
He very much just disappeared. Like, he
Okay,
goes off
cool.
and wandering and stuff, but yeah, now that he has a place, he like disappears for large patches at a time.
Cool. So Edison's immediately gonna, like, the show's the end of the month. This is month 1. So shows at the end of the month. Edison's immediately like running around like a chicken with his head cut off, finishing costumes, setting up vendors, like choreographing the show, working on special effects. He's talking to his daughter Maya, who is unofficially the one who's going to be replacing him if he ever goes down for some reason. And she's like helping a little, but it's very much like scattered. Everybody's doing fucking backflips in the middle of the living room. The balance beams are set up. It's a fucking madhouse. So once Edison notices that Tevye disappears for large stretches of time for no reason, or at least not a reason he's been told, he's gonna like corner him after dinner one day.
Okay.
And be like, Tevye, hi.
Hey, young man.
Okay, so like, sorry about this whole thing, getting closer to showtime, everything gets a little hectic around here with the whole family situation. And I know this whole thing can be overwhelming.
It's fun to watch.
And I just want to say, like, I've noticed you haven't been around too much, and I'm sorry about that. Probably it's a lot for you, but just like, if you find some time, if you want to come to the show at the end of the month, all are welcome. It's not just a family thing. It's like a big deal, and we love to have people around,
Oh, yeah, no, totally. I wouldn't miss it. No, it's nothing to do with... No, actually, it's kind of fun to, like, and I kind of like being in the middle of it. I've never seen, like, a behind-the-scenes, like, theater production. Like, I mean, and, if you guys need, like, a hand or something, like, I don't know if I can... I mean, look, so it's not that, okay? So, I've been practicing some of my stuff a little bit, okay? But, like, I want to show you... But it's not ready yet. Okay, so that's why I've been like keeping it a secret. But it's not like a secret. I've been working on some stuff. But yeah, it's not to do with you guys at all. And like, yeah, I mean, you do look kind of little like frazzled lately. If you want some help, it's not going anywhere. My powers. I mean,
it's a good frazzled. I always love when this sort of thing starts to amp up. Yeah. This is my favorite thing. It's just an extension of being able to spend time with my family. Vedrick, I see you. Put the books down. Those are mine. And then Edison just like books it. Okay, just thought I'd check in.
Bye.
And then I think showtime, because I think you said that.
Before showtime. Benril comes up to you, Tevye.
Benro was the gothy one?
Yeah.
Goth dwarf wheelchair user, yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Tevye.
Yeah, what's up?
I got a, little question that I may have, been asked to ask you.
By who?
People, did you want to join in on the circus for, did you want to help us out with some tricks?
Oh, yeah, I could do that. I mean, probably. I could do tricks.
I heard from some certain people that you're, super magical.
Oh, I can go a couple little things. I can kind of do it, and he kind of does like a little, kind of flails his hands a little bit, and little fucking butterflies pop out and flutter off into dust. And he's like, just little. I mean, I've been working on some. I could do some bigger stuff.
Oh my goodness! If you could do that, that'd be perfect.
Oh yeah, what's the theme? What's the setup?
Okay. I'll be right back. Dad!
Well, yes, sweetie. What's up? What?
Tevye wants to join us. Can we have Tevye have a spot?
Yeah, sure. I mean, well, newest to the group starts first, usually, right? So.
Yes.
Okay. I'll get your intro ready. I just gotta write something down. You're fine. You're great. You're great.
Wait, like lines or anything, right? No, I do tricks.
No.
Tricks, no lines. No acting.
No. The acting's for me. The force of personality thing, it's kind of my whole shebang. No. You're fine. Just do fun tricks. That's it. No pressure.
Cool.
So with
Big ol'
that,
party.
we're gonna have the circus night commence, and I'm gonna let you roll and take the lead for most of this, having it be mostly your thing. How do you set this up? How does it start to go as the overflow of people is starting to show up? With you having been gone for the island for a kind of a long stretch, there's even more people than typical.
Sick. Awesome. Great. Normal setup. Derry usually gets close to the mainland at some point. Flyers go out. Wind types send a bunch of messages. The whole thing is free. They do a traveling thing the majority of the year, but two sessions out of the year, basically, like whenever Edison comes back, and then on like sometime near the midpoint of the year, they do like a thing on Derry specifically. Normally it's a traveling thing because Edison uses it as an excuse to like pick up other kids. Like, it's free. Come eat something if you haven't in a while. Come see people do a bunch of fun tricks. More than one of his children has snuck away to the circus in a trunk. So he's very much just like giving them the option. But this one is a home one, and basically the lower rung of Derry is just color-coded. Reds, golds, purples, fairy lights, lanterns. It's insane. Like, all of the vendors open everything up as a favor to Edison or because he pays them beforehand. Nobody charges for anything. It's just literally like, come, have a good time. Let's fuck this shit up and have some fun. Edison is back in his circus master outfit for the first time since he's been home.
It's been a while since that outfit.
It
like actually has.
And I mentioned Maya, so the people who are close, the people who see during the setup will see a drow woman who has just like deep purple skin, gigantic white afro. Like, if you thought Edison's was big, hers is in a different fucking dimension. And what would be, weirdly enough, a strange purple whip at the side, curled up.
That's so weird.
Basically, like, she's the second in the command for like what everything is gonna be like. Yeah, like I said, she's the one who's gonna be sorting out everything once Edison's out of the picture. But so
Come on.
It's just, yeah, everybody gets like herded into what is a circus tent that it's probably obscenely large, like probably about 200 feet tall. Like, no, it's huge. Like Shakespeare in the Round sort of stadium seating, so it's like the lower rung is where all the performers are, and it goes up, and you can see all the like aerialists and shit. But there's basically bleachers that go all the way around, so everybody can have some degree of view, and nobody's gonna really be like blocked by anything. Anyway, so yeah, the show starts. Edison definitely is. You said Umi was going to be here for this one, right? He had the time?
Yeah, Umi can come, Kadar can't. So do we want to say that Umi's making it here now?
I was just planning on having like a roleplay thing with him after the show was over. He was available. But I do want him to...
So you see, funneling onto the island for the first time of his life is Umi, and you see about 6 of Kadar's children surrounding Umi and walking with him, and he's just like, alright, so I guess we're going this way.
Edison immediately grabs the twins, and he's like, you see those 6 creepy looking ones? I mean that in the most polite way. Everybody is different and special in their own way, but get your siblings, take care of them. Stuff them full of sugar and candy, do what you gotta do, okay?
Oh, Father, wonderful! I hope you know that we did very well on getting tickets out there. We were very, very quick about it. There are tickets everywhere.
Oh God! I look at them both. And I say, if you entertain those guys, pointing to Kadar's kids, they're my friend Kadar's kids. You keep them entertained till tomorrow morning, you get a platinum each.
Love you, Dad. You watch as they run over. Hello, Kadar.
No, that's their parent. It's fine. So Edison, the plan was to like do it after the show. It's fine.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Edison just like uses his children as a shield to make sure Ubi can actually have a decent time.
That's so great.
And so the show starts. God, how do I want to phrase this? Okay. Hold on. Okay. So, lights go up, spotlight on Edison, and he's basically just like, "Hi." Oh no! You know what I want to do? There's a hole in the ceiling of the fucking tent, because airflow and all that.
Yeah.
People to like make escapes out of, and there's like scaffolding up there for the lighting and shit. As everybody gets settled in their seats, the lights go down. You hear the rolling, like you hear thunder rolling in, and then because Edison has magic now and didn't every other time he's put on a show, he's gonna be a little extra. So he's gonna use Take a Walk to make it look like a lightning strike has come down and dropped him right in the middle of the circus.
I have a question. Is this like on the spot that Edison realizes this? Like he's like getting up there to do his regular thing, and then it's like, wait.
Yeah, definitely. He's like he's like does his like regular stretches. He takes 2 steps forward, about to do his introduction. He's like, wait. I have magic now. hold on. Wait, hold on. He just like elbows his way up to the scaffolding and teleports back down. And he's just like, hi, everybody. I'm back. And I've picked up a couple tricks along the way. Welcome, one and all. My name is Edison Faraday. Nice to meet you. For those of you who are new to this whole shindig, I am going to use this opportunity to introduce you to my lovely family members with all of their fun skills and abilities. And hopefully, since it was free for you to get in, if you really want to see more of us do some of this work, maybe you want to, I don't know, give a little donation to any of these darling children you see dressed just like me, holding out top hats. Here's your chance. Tip generously.
Do I want to say this? No.
What?
Go ahead and continue on.
So Edison's gonna say, our first act is a new one, and someone who I've had the pleasure of getting to know over the last few months. I hope you all love him just as much as I do. It is my utmost pleasure to introduce you all to Tevia. And Edison is going to just stack some cantrips, baby. So he's going to use light to make himself have eye beams, all like no pupils, full yellow. And those like big spotlights that they use for like movie theaters? He's going to do that like straight up to the ceiling. And he's going to use thaumaturgy to turn his eyes black. So the yellow light turns into a black one. And he's going to like beam around the air a little bit. And then he's going to use darkness. I could use it once a day. He's going to cast darkness and make it look like the fog, the darkness is spilling out of his mouth. And then he's going to do a back bend and just flop straight into it. So he's completely obscured. And that's Tevia's introduction to do with as he pleases.
Oh my goodness. I thought he was going to be doing effects as like part of a larger group, but yeah, just a solo performance. I mean, Tev is very acrobatic.
Well, if you want to do as a group, you could have.
And
yeah, I was just going to say if you're going to do it as a group, we can finagle that too.
Oh no, that's fine. I think he'd actually be fine with that as long as he doesn't have to actually like say any lines. He's totally fine with like making a fool of himself in public. So yeah, he would bust out like a show. It'd be very much like a series of tricks and stuff. But he would have Loma with him and do a bunch of like, fun fucking, flips and illusions and, bullshit. I cannot come up with anything.
Do you want to give me an acrobatics check?
Yeah, totally. And I think he would have dressed up a little bit for it. He definitely would need some new clothes by now anyway. But something like, like actually probably like something sleeveless with like lots of like room, just like all black, just for simple because he's working with like lots of shadows and stuff. So like all black and like really loose pants and like maybe just barefoot, because they're just So like a really simple like black tunic, black baggy loose pants. and really light and flowy, and so he'd be very, be very fluid and stuff, and the shadows would like the edges of his clothes would be like blurring into the shadows a lot. Anyway, sorry. Apparently, I can't type and talk at the same time. So let's roll that.
You're fine.
Edison would have made
Fuck
Tevia's
this.
costume and embroidered a like Loma, a Nightmare, and a Dennis somewhere on there, little like purple thread probably.
Sorry, I was checking my head. Well, that's not great for acrobatics.
You're still doing pretty well. You're not having that hard of a time. A lot of the stuff is like pretty basic to you. And it's really cool because like sometimes it's like because like there's still like a bit of that like darkness, so it's like honestly like a lot of it's like you popping out of the darkness doing these acrobatics and flips.
Some cool. He could probably even get Dennis involved with that because some like jumping off. He'd wrap it all up pretty quick. Like he just has a quick performance of some like his best like tricks and stuff. But yeah. Yeah, I didn't have anything for this specifically at all, so sorry. But
you're
yeah,
It's improv, baby.
yeah, and not my. Despite being a D&D player, not my specialty.
It's okay. We still love you.
All right.
So there's a show that Edison puts on with his wonderful family.
Is there a strong person act for Tara?
Oh, of course there is.
'Cause, like-
definitely like
Like I feel like Tara just like drags Dion along and it's like a lot more dramatic now with like a lot heavier of stuff.
she's showing off. How awful.
No. Like her and Dion are like teaming up.
Oh.
And it's like they go over to like a set of stands and just literally lift the group of people off the floor that's like 40 people. And they're just like, what the hell? It's just ridiculous.
Edison is just beaming. He's so pleased. He's just like it's he loves his family and he loves his children and all of the fun shit he could do, and just to see Tara like with the help of Dion lift a fucking stand up like, yep, good, just for them. That's I should have them move all that furniture. No, like it's so good. It's so wonderful. Yeah, Tara's got like a strong person act. And there are some people that sing, some people that dance. And I think that, I don't know, like Edison would have definitely told Silas that he doesn't need to perform, but if that is something that he like would like to do as an attempt to like tell his story and help celebrate Yiv's life, then great, like all for it.
Silas would like to come out and like the performance is kind of small and like kind of requires people to lean in a little bit, but it just starts with putting down that small little shadow box as like a focus, and very quickly having dolls come out made of shadows and watching them run along, starting with them like swaying around the shadow box, and then like the ground, not really the ground, but the shadow of a ground starts to shake. And it has one person step forward and the rest run away. But it's overall, Silas does give like a little bit like of an homage to the story of Yiv. Not necessarily the most direct, but it's like saved a lot of lives.
Yeah. After he gets off stage, essentially, Edison is gonna like hug him and be like, "I love you, and I'm proud of you, and I'm sorry."
I love you too, Dad.
So yeah, the show happens, and I think like near the end, as they're wrapping up, Edison pops back out to basically be like, thank you all for coming. Stay tuned for all of you who want to see Faraday's After Dark, not for chill. Oh, also, yeah, I will say, like, if there is an intermission, probably about a couple hours in, for just like the little kids to run around and freak out and get some energy out. That's what they do. Make sure people can like use the bathroom, get snacks before they start back up again. But yeah, like there's probably like a 30-minute, 45-minute intermission because Edison is a father and wants all the little kids to come and like see the performers and say hi before their bedtimes. And then show intermission with children freak out. Sorry, Lucas, go.
Oh, I do want to mention that when there's lots of kids running around, Tev actually definitely not so interested in socializing with like all the scary like strange adults out there, you know, but he would be like wandering the floor at that point, and like since he's like in costume and like, you know, like if kids were like, oh, you know, he would totally like he'd be out there to like do little tricks for kids and stuff and like make little, you know, pretty little creatures appear out of, you know, their hands, and, you know, little butterflies and flowers and like, you know, bullshit. Like he'd be way more engaged in doing that kind of thing.
Sick. So yeah, it's a thing of like, I think for them, it's like they do the intro to the show. They do about a couple hours of fun shit. There's an intermission for like parents to take the smaller kids home to sleep if they need to. Let the kids freak out, get some energy out, eat some food that they're not supposed to. And then they start back up for another hour or two. And then for his adult children or anyone who is interested, they do a Faraday's After Dark, which essentially is like a midnight 1 a.m. sort of thing. Burlesque show with some Faradays in it. But yeah, so before that, as the show starts to like wind down from the normal family friendly side of things, Edison is just going to pop out and be like, thank you all for coming. Truly, it means the world to me. My family always appreciates your outreach. More than anything, in my time recently, I've been through a lot. So I just want to say tonight's performance was more so directly to celebrate lives. Ours, those close to us, and those who we may not have with us anymore. So, you know, thank you for sharing this with me. And tell the people you love that you love them. Have a good night. And Edison bows.
Aww.
Because just give is kind of in the back of his mind the entire time, especially because like she didn't get the chance to see her students, at least the students that Edison is connected to, doing any of the like cool, fun, non-war related shit that they were taught how to do. So it's a lot. That's the show, and Edison just like schmoozes a little bit, collects money, but
Edison, could you roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh no.
I guess not necessarily a wisdom saving throw, just a wisdom check.
Wisdom save is a 15. Wisdom check is a 15.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So that's the show. The Faradays have a good time. They collect a fuck ton of money. Edison like schmoozes. So that's the end of month 1. I think I do want to say that once things wind down, I want to talk to Ubi and check in with him and see how he liked it.
Okay, sure thing. Oh, hi, Edison.
Hi!
Those two have a lot of energy.
Edison's gonna be like, oh yeah, those are mine. Also, like in general, I don't necessarily really operate on the whole like bribery and reward for doing the right thing, but sometimes you gotta have the motivation, the justification, you know, the push in the right direction. Actually, you know what? Let's chat. Let's chat over here. And Edison's just gonna hold out his hand.
Umi will take it.
Edison's gonna use Take a Walk and transport them about 200 feet straight up to the scaffolding.
Okay. Whoa! Whoa! My hair's all standing up.
I have power! So, like, it's fine. Like, it's so for me, it's weird because like every other one of these shows that I've done, it was mostly sort of like there is the personality, and of course, like you do your flips, you chat, you schmooze, but it's different with magic, and it's really dope. So how are you? How are things? How'd you like the show? Thoughts, feelings, emotions, critiques.
It was wonderful. I haven't really been to one of these types of things. A lot of the celebration in Zabrace was a slaughter of monsters coming out of a wall. So this is different.
Yeah. I think I heard the kids talk about like a Displacer Beast kitten that they did get. Well, that's a shame. Maybe we could try and find one. They deserve that. Anyway, it's so funny that you bring up Zabraze, right? Because I just got just a real quick question, just a Q I'd love an A for if available. You've been through like a ton recently, and the last time I saw you before that, it was the whole like storming out of Wasapropi after the whole Udogu fight. Just out of the blue, right? What's the vibe between like you and Kadar at? Cause like the energy there was a lot, and I don't know what's going on there, and I didn't want to like. I just want to check in.
Well, I sort of... We're not... We don't work for a romantic relationship. But I'm helping... Because he's helping protect Zabraze and all the people, I told him I'd help take care of some of his kids. So I'm just doing that right now. But we're just what we are now. We're not really together or anything anymore. Why?
Ooh. So, hypothetically, you know.
Yeah.
Apropos of nothing, just real hypothetical, just off the top of the dogs. What if, I don't know, somebody, hypothetically, of course, was kinda maybe interested in pursuing you romantically? Just so you and Kadar aren't a thing.
Oh. Huh. I've never dated somebody that ran a circus. You're a lovely person. Huh. Sure.
Would you like to start?
I'd love to. I also love cooking, and so, like, I can cook. If you need me to, like, do something for the place.
Well, for me, it's less of a matter of, like, I see all of the work that you put in, right? You work so hard, and you care so deeply, and, like, I don't know, you deserve to have somebody provide for you the way you do for everybody else, and, like, I want that to be me, and I have it on good authority that I'm also a really good cook. You know, somebody I care about, and their opinion matters to me a lot. So
You're a really good cook, eh? Well, I guess if we must try each other's meals. Yeah, Kalia?
Nothing.
Huh?
We're fine.
Okay, so, like, I partially have this in my head as, like, Edison in his burlesque outfit.
Yeah, he's still like...
Which, like, I don't think so. Or
no, I have to think about what Edison's burlesque outfit would be. He would be hatless. He would have a poet shirt with like a deep V, just wide open, tucked into a pair of like, you know those high-waisted black shorts with the gold buttons on the front? A pair of those with suspenders, and he is wearing nipple pasties. They're lightning bolts.
Oh, of course. Good.
Just thinking of that while they're chatting just added so much to...
I mean, I wasn't planning on him being part of the burlesque thing. But if you're gonna ask me, what does burlesque outfit look like? Shabam, there we are. Yeah. So.
I'd... You know...
Sorry, go ahead.
I'd love to. It sounds nice. How do you want to start?
Awesome. Great. Well, I mean, if you wanted like a tour of the house, that's available. See the kitchen, see the living room, see the bedroom that I use, just off the top of the dogs, just options. I have a library. You can sit down, read, chat, see how you do.
Sure thing.
So Edison is going to let out another bird call, telling his family, like, he's out of here. Wrap up for me. And then he's going to teleport him and Umi out again.
Okay. You both...
Werewolf.
Oh, no! This is all a setup. You just wanted to say those words.
I did, and I get you now. Fuck y'all. Yeah, Edison is definitely going to have like a conversation with Ubi about like, ethical non-monogamy and where he stands, and like being one of his partners is different from being like a parental role to his children. So like they're gonna hash all that shit out. I separately also within the first month want to find somebody on the continent who is not related to Edison that Dion can speak to in order to, actively work through his trauma in a constructive way that isn't just like playing with his kids all day. As much as we adore playing with children, but like he hasn't told us basically anything about the way he's feeling about like the guard situation besides that it's hard, and I want him to be better.
I feel like
I'm invested.
I feel like there's like a minor scene that like plays out that's like it's like showing that he's like changing, but it shows that there's still like such a rough like ingrained thing. Like one of your kids like jokingly like picks up something that's like heavy for a kid but not actually that heavy, and is like, "Oh, I'm the strongest of the family," and like making a complete joke,
Oh no.
And Dion's like, "Oh, you are?" And then it like Dion like kind of like moves back a bit, and it's like you like catch this, and like Dion like doesn't say anything more or anything, but like you can just see like his mind that's just been slowly adjusting through this and just being like, this isn't happy.
That definitely like grabs him at some point, like sits him on the balcony to his room. They're having tea or some shit. He's like, "We're gonna find somebody for you to talk to.
Yeah.
Is it me, who doesn't have any ties to any of the previous stuff that you and I have been going through, or your family? We're just gonna it's give them a chance. It helped me out a lot when I was going through some stuff. So I hope you want to stick around a little bit longer and get some of that work in."
I'd like that. Yeah, let's do that. It takes you an afternoon, but it's not that hard. Everybody knows you, and it's so quick to point directions. It's more so like the rest of the setting up.
I definitely want to get him some help. So that's month 1. Month 2, at some point, because I think in the end of month 2, start of month 3 is when he's going to go see Locia. But month 2... Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say that, this is, the area where I'm, going to start to get kind of, So, Roland, you and Tevye have, a couple more events that will take, I don't think they're, hour-long events, you know? Which are, we're probably going to play through a couple of these next session. I mean, we might do couple this session too. We'll see. But so like month 3 is probably when Derry would be closest to the area to get off that would get you to Kosia.
Yeah, that was the plan. I assumed at like month 3, Losia would be available for Edison to go to,
Yeah.
and then probably skip over to some other shit, since the Veracet said that visiting Losia would put Edison close enough to the Dwarven lab to him, so that they could also touch on that as well. But
Yeah.
like month 2 is basically just like being around the house, putting in work with Dion, writing letters to Umi, not going through his father, for no reason whatsoever. And he wants to talk to Derry in month 2.
Okay. Did you want to particularly act out any of these scenes?
I have one in mind, yeah.
Okay.
Guess he's gonna be like, I'm gonna go talk to Derry, not important, just letting you all know where I am. If anybody else wants to come with him. He's gonna go to Derry, and he's gonna have a quick chit chat with him. I think more than anything, Edison's gonna be like, so Derry, my dear pal, I've run into a couple people who have sort of a similar situation to what you've got going on, sort of like concepts personified. So with one of them, they could be in multiple places at the same time. The other one either is trapped or created a pocket dimension. Fuzzy on the details. Still, multiple places at the same time, walk through their whole timeline thing. It was a lot. So, kid, like... And also, like, Green Cat could just take over people's bodies if given the opportunity. Could you do anything like that?
No. I think I'm just a regular creation.
Regular man.
I'm just a regular turtle.
Just a
Tortoise.
normal human man.
This is so normal for turtles.
You know, this reminds me of a story. Would you like to hear a story, Edison?
Well, month 3 is where we're gonna run into Losia, and Edison told his kids where we'll be. So, yeah, hit me.
So over the course, one thing I think Dion does go to hear stories pretty frequently. Like it's like therapy, then go hear a story. Sometimes not the best idea because sometimes it's go to therapy, you lose 2 days, do not collect, go.
It's like, wow, I'm back at therapy a lot sooner than I thought.
Yeah. But like, it really seems like Derry doesn't really. There's supernatural things to Derry, definitely, that you realize. But Derry doesn't have a clue about the others.
Oh.
At least, like, not, like, real big ones. There's, like, a few stories that are a little bit weird and seem... There's a character in one of the stories that you're like, is that Green Cat? Huh. And there's, like, a couple times where you feel like you're, like, gathering information that you're not really sure of yet.
Yeah, okay, cool. That's so fun. It just makes him a little bit more wary, because, like, if Barry doesn't know either Green Cat or Devon, why do they know one another, you know? So, like, yeah, he's got some wheels a-turning. And he's gonna go through his father, and after, you know, a couple weeks of just, like, hanging out, he's gonna go to his dad and tell Varas that he's on the way to Losia, and he's probably gonna look for more specific directions if he doesn't get them from him already. Yeah.
All right, wonderful. Tevia, what about you? How does your next 2 months go? What are you up to?
All right. So, some of what he's practicing I think I'll probably get to in like the last kind of stuff. But I don't need to play this out, but I do want to say that Nightmare is in training. And he spends a lot of time setting up very very hardcore like XX like not that's not the word I was looking for. The no, not the other thing. The like the work I was thinking of the workout videos, but I can't remember any of the like where they're like extreme, Basically he's setting up like obstacle courses for her. And it gets like progressively more terrifying as it goes on. Like, she's like fucking dodging things that he's like throwing at her. And he'll probably get the twins involved and stuff. But yeah, he's putting more energy into Nightmare. And she's getting a little bit more frightening. And there were Dennis and Nightmare would actually spar because Dennis is pretty tough to actually hurt in any way, especially when you're a few ounces. So that would be pretty amusing. I think once we got that going, like he'd be doing that around close enough. Like obviously it's not like doesn't want to put any of like the little kids in danger, but like if some of the bigger ones are want to get involved, that could be pretty entertaining because I mean she's a beast.
Is it like goes through the whole obstacle course, and once like Loma gets through the final one, there's Dennis standing at the end?
I think I imagine them more like separate things. Like he spends a lot of time setting up like obstacle courses for her. But then like also like okay, now we're just gonna like fight practice, so yeah, some of that's going on.
Wonderful.
Yeah, mostly that, and then like a lot of the the disappearing and stuff. Hang out with the kids.
So, Sheridan and Chester come up to you. Hey, so Tevia. Tevia.
What's up?
You can sort of like transport, right?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, it's sort of so it's like all these different planes of existence, and I can just kind of do a little shifting, a little tugging, and just kind of slip kind of in between. You know what I mean?
Can you go to other planes?
I'm working on that. They're a little different. Like I don't want to get lost. Don't. Hey, though. So like, don't tell your dad, okay? Though. Like.
Yes.
Yeah, this is between you and me, cause he worries a little. He's a bit of a worrier, right? He's a bit of I don't want him to, think I'm gonna accidentally slip into another plane of existence and never come back or something and be trapped in an eternal hellscape. You know how he works.
I mean, who would even worry about that ever?
But yeah, that's a weird. Why are you asking that? You have like a specific plane in mind or something?
Yes. We have goals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And we think they lie behind other planes.
Whoa, for real?
Oh my god.
Yes.
What do you want to do?
Tevia, do you know how many treasure maps are on Core?
Tevia, how do you feel about owning your own business and working from home?
That sounds too good to be true. Let's do it. No, do you?
No, but they're probably like all gone through, right? It's a big place, lots of people. What about
Jeez, I hope there's some
treasure
out there.
in other planes? There couldn't be that many people. So like, There's got to be other planes out there that maybe have treasure unexplored.
Ooh, how old are these twins again?
Not very.
Yeah,
Probably like
Tev's struggles with telling. We're probably like, how old?
ballpark, probably like 10 or 11, if that.
Oh God. Okay. Oh God. Tev's like squinting at them, like trying to like remember everything he knows about different humanoids' aging processes, and being like, these guys are how through there? Definitely no, very far away from adults. Very far away. Okay.
Tevia, imagine. What if there was just a plane where it's just a sea, an endless sea of coins? What if? And that's the questions we ask. And
We
why
need some questions.
why it's so important to us to find out. It would just be so interesting. It'd be so different.
See what I can find out.
Wonderful. We're
But
counting
you
on
gotta-
you, Tevia.
Okay, but you gotta keep me in the loop if you find anything too. Okay? No, like if you find like a door to another like dimension or something, no going in without me. You need an expert around to guide you, or it could get really, really dangerous. There's
Okay.
no point finding a sea if you can't come back and tell anyone about it.
Oh, okay. We're still a little bit jealous.
Well, hey, like
We're-
maybe.
Silas
can-
got cool powers. Where's ours?
Please don't. Haha, suckers, your dad didn't get his until he was in his
I
30s.
was just about to say, actually. Hey, well, everyone different speeds and stuff. This way, you got lots of time to concentrate on all your other stuff, and you'll be stronger if you finally do get your super awesome powers as an adult, because you'll have had to like live without them for a while. It's like being blind or something. You get like better at the other stuff.
I wanna have powers like yours, Tevia. Yours are so cool.
Aw. Hey, like mine? Are you sure you wouldn't you don't want like lightning powers like your dad? Or I've seen people who can like.
Lame.
Chester and Sheridan look at each other. What if we each had one?
Yeah, you could have like code names. You could be Thundercloud and Lightning. If one of you was all shadowy and one of you was all lightning, that'd be pretty cool.
We could be heroes running across the land, slaying giant monsters.
Oh, but whichever
Start
one, if
now.
one of you ends up zappy, don't zap the other one, okay? Because us shadow people and light stuff, like, not a good mix. I am very flammable. I'm like extra flammable.
We'll have a dramatic death scene, and it will be shared throughout the ages. We'll be like, no! And you watch as one is like faking a death, all the others like holding them. No, come back to us!
Hey, test the kid's types by hitting one with lightning and seeing if it does double damage.
Nope.
That sounds like the best way to
No,
find
the
out,
thing-
yeah.
I thought it was a great plan.
I am not here for $8.
I love these kids.
So with that, you have another wonderful couple of months. We're gonna get going a little bit further into Tevia and Edison's timeline.
Right?
Tevia, do you leave the island when Edison does, or do you stay? Or
Edison
I
would
don't
have
know
told
tonight.
you that. Go ahead. Because I know
I'm
Lucas
sorry,
is like,
I
running
just,
out of time.
I'm just brain dead. Yeah, I don't know. Where's Edison going for this trip?
So Edison died, and in his death throes, he saw a vision where one of his kids was missing. So the Rat King pointed him in the direction of the person who could help out with that. And he also said that the god Vanish Varroco, the underground sewer area where he has the lab at, wouldn't be super far behind after that. So Edison would have relayed that information to you of like, hey, if you want to go see the Rat King, Would I?
Edison
And I
would
know Sabrina.
definitely
Sabrina
tag
went
along
with
with
the
Edison
Rat
on a.
King, so I would say, yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
went with the Rat King and Sabrina. I'm heading off the island.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, yeah, and Tev, like, I mean, as much as he's comfy on the island, like, if Edison wasn't there, like, I mean, that wouldn't be the, like, yeah, I mean, and he would get, he'd get a little antsy after a couple months. And,
Okay.
Rat King. Yeah,
So-
he'd go along for sure.
We'll do the Lucia scene and one final scene for Edison, and then we're probably gonna call it for the night.
Okay.
The final one of the things I need for Edison. Edison, you have a weird dream.
Great. I
Um,
love weird dreams.
Actually, Tevye, you have a weird dream too.
Ooh, goody.
We'll do this a little bit weird. Edison, you wake up and your body's so sore, every inch of it hurts, or not hurts, but like it's just so hard to move. You almost feel like you're fighting against sleep paralysis just to move.
No.
You crawl out of bed and you're walking across, and you see a large shadow coming out of Tevia's room. Tevia.
Tevia shaped or just big shadow?
A big shadow. Tevia, you have a dream. You are standing and you are looking at a mirror of yourself. You're looking at a mirror. It's not reflecting yourself. The self that was there has faded quickly into nothingness. It starts to look as if there is a pitch black past the mirror. Like, looking into the mirror is almost like looking through a tunnel.
Ooh.
There's all these paper and books around you that are going through page after page. Oh, Tevia. It's been a while. How are you?
Ooh, where's that voice coming from?
You turn around. You see a
Spins around.
bandaged up body that is like leaking shadows and like words going up the walls.
Ooh.
Been a while. Hi, Tevia. Hi, Tevia. Huh. Don't recall. Weird.
Is that Latros's voice?
It sort of is, but it feels a little bit off. And you sort of feel like when he says, don't remember, it's like your mind isn't fully getting Latros's voice right.
That's...
Edison,
Oh, okay.
Yee.
you walk over, you open Tevia's room, you open up Tevia's door. As it sways open, you're on a ship. You're on a metal ship. You look up at the sky. There's the moon. There's the crescent moon facing each opposite direction, giving the moon like
God damn
wings.
it.
You see a giant tear in the sky. Everybody is peacefully sleeping on this boat behind you. You feel your body getting heavy. Tevia, we go back to you. Hello, Tevia. How are you doing?
Latros, this isn't real. You're not here.
Oh, glad to hear it.
Stop that, you're a dream.
Oh,
Why
yes.
are you so annoying even in my dreams? I'm not this annoying.
Well,
What's
I'm
this
just-
mirror? What's this about?
oh. It's home. Don't you want to go home?
I mean, yeah, kind of. I kind of
Just-
want to go through it, but I don't. I mean, that's silly. That's
Just put
Not
your
if you want
hands
me to
on the
go through.
mirror, and you can go
okay.
home.
Now I don't want to.
Okay, then you can stay forever with me. Come on.
You go through the mirror, and then
I
I'll
have books to read. Help me out. Grab that scroll over there. We need to get
I
through
hate
it.
reading, but he goes over and he picks it up anyway.
Wonderful.
What is all this?
you look down at it and there are words, and it looks like every letter, you feel like you've lost your entire common library. Like, you look at it and you're like, oh yeah, that's common. And like, your mind is like going over each word and like reading through it. Okay, yeah. You're getting none of it though.
That's
Like,
such creepy dream vibes. That's actually what I imagined when I pictured him looking at it. That's so creepy.
and it like almost feels like the words you're on are like glowing and you're just like mindlessly going through it. Oh, this is so clear and makes so much sense.
So like he's not really seeing the letters, but he's still understanding what it's saying.
It's like Tevia's understanding in the dream, but actual Tevia is not.
True.
And it's like
That makes sense, yeah.
You put it down onto the pile, and that's your 7th book as you're picking up your 8th one. And it's just like that. You thought you were on the first. Real Tevia is like, oh, this is my 1st book. But as you put it down, you're like, oh, yeah, that was my 8th book. Yeah, as you're picking up another. Huh. Heard you died.
I mean, just a little.
Huh. Interesting. Such a shame. You could have been so much more useful. You could have been...
I don't want to be useful to you. I'd rather be useless to you.
Yeah, but to everyone, to the planet, to the people? Why'd you have to die?
But I didn't. I came back, right?
Then why are you here with me?
Well, this is... No, because there was other things happened after that. This is just a dream. You're not...
Tevia, you realize if we don't get through all these documents that the Raven Queen's gonna be very upset, right?
Oh no.
Come on, we have to finish up. We're so close.
Well, are you working with the Raven Queen now?
Well,
No, that's not
yeah,
right.
that's our job.
It is?
Yeah,
I thought you wanted
remember?
to kill her.
No,
No,
God
I
no.
don't remember. I don't remember. There's stuff missing.
Okay.
What did you do to my head?
What?
It's not
Nothing.
my fault. I can't remember.
We're just here to work for the Raven Queen to get her papers in order so that we can have everything down. We're just scribes for her. God, it's like your first day again.
No, Sorry.
Tevia, you of course have not worked for the Raven Queen.
Yeah.
You look over to the mirror, and the final part of the dream is you watch as a large shadow hand comes out and you feel yourself slip through the mirror as you are sucked through as a large shadow hand comes out.
Jeez.
Tevia, when you fall through the mirror, you are stuck on the other side with the scrying mirror.
Ooh. What's the other side look like?
The other side looks like an army of those large shadowy figures. And you can see a barrier, a cocoon of magic that you cannot see through at all. Maybe there's like a vague shadow of a person past it. Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
It looks like there might be a shadow of a person inside of it. But it's
I have to go past some of those like creatures to get to it, though, right?
yeah. Do you make your way over?
Yeah, he's gonna approach cautiously. He's leery, but he's way too curious. He's keeping the scrying mirror like tucked close and like safe to him, but he hasn't like looked in it yet.
Tevia, when you get close, you walk through the barrier.
Oh shit.
You take a moment, and it's like your brain takes over for a second, and you walk through. There is a older figure that seems to be holding up a barrier, and you see the remains of a body on the ground of somebody who's been probably dead for quite a while, and this person is breathing. And then...
Hey.
What? Hello?
Hey,
Hi.
are you okay? What happened to that guy? Where am I?
It's my brother. I'm here
Oh,
to bring him back so I can save him.
oh man, I'm sorry.
It's
I-
fine.
No, won't we know? Well,
I just...
say so. Can I help you?
Yeah. As soon as you say that, the body turns up to look at you, and then everything disappears. Everything goes void. You are in a space with nothing but a cup. There is a chalice that is floating in the air with water swirling perpetually in the center. It is a blue cup that almost looks like it has a crystal barrier around the sides of the cup, and then it looks perfectly ornate along the top as it swirls.
Ooh,
And,
do I still have the mirror?
The mirror's gone.
Ah, damn it.
And Tevye, you hear? You can't distinguish a voice. There's no exact voice that comes along with it, but it says, "Drink from this cup and you will have the answers."
Ooh.
Along
Yeah,
the side
no.
of the cup and along
Guy, that sounds...
along the side of the cup and the bottom of the flooring, you start to see eyes popping up and stars popping up along the ground. And with that, you
Eyes and
wake
stars?
up. Eyes and stars, yes.
Oh. Creepy. That's so pretty and so creepy at the same time. It's just right in
Tevye
the...
immediately. Chug, chug, chug.
Yeah. No.
Tevye, you wake up. Your shadow's normal. Everything in this room is normal.
His heart's like still pounding. Okay. Okay, this is the real one. This is, yep, alive for real. Definitely knew that whole thing was a dream. That's cool.
Edison,
Cool.
you wake up.
Tevye. Okay.
This was nearing the end of the 3rd month. And,
Oh.
if you go outside, Edison, you see that the moon is in that exact formation tonight.
Oh, fuck off.
Actually, can I have a... Can Tev do a thing here?
Yeah. What do you want
Tev
to...
is gonna get up and go straight to Edison's room. And if he's not there, he's gonna go looking for him.
You see Edison in the hallway, I'd say, if that's okay with you, Edison.
Oh,
Has a big
Oh,
old
sorry.
bonnet on.
a bonnet? Oh.
He's in his sleep sarong.
Oh, hey, you're awake too.
Yeah, had another spooky ooky dream thing. It's weird, because, like, normally that only happened the other time when I had the beer, but I guess, you know,
Wait,
ingrained in me somewhere.
Just now you had a dream?
Yeah, you know how Latros is doing his whole, like, summoning gods thing at a specific time?
Yeah,
throw it to the Underdark.
Edison. Yeah, no, me too. Just now.
Eh.
Latros.
Oh.
Yeah, can we talk? Maybe? Like, not here, like, and then let's, and yeah, back to one of their whichever room is closer.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
okay,
Edison
okay.
just, like, gestures to his room.
I need to get it out fast, okay? Because I don't want to, in case, because I know I've forgotten. Okay. So he was there. Latros was in, but I was in a room with Latros. I think it was he didn't. No, it was Latros. It was for nobody else is that much of a jerk. and he was like all covered in bandages, and there was like these scrolls coming out, and he said like we were like working for the Raven Queen, and I know a bunch of it was just weird, but like it was creepy, and there was like this mirror, and he said that I wanted to go through it because I just wanted to go through it, and I was gonna, but then it was like go through it, so then I was like, well, no, obviously. But yeah, he was like, we said we needed to do something for the Raven Queen or she'd be really mad. And then, there was this guy. So I got dragged through the mirror, and there was this guy over there. There's all these, like, these dark, shadowy creatures and stuff. But there was this dude, and his brother had died. And he said he was trying to protect him, or he'd failed to save him. And he was just trying to get him back now. And I was gonna help him, but then I wasn't there anymore. And what was it? It was a cup. There was a cup. There's a blue cup. I know this sounds crazy, but like I swear, like this is. I don't really dream like this or at all. It's different. Like I just kind of think about stuff in a different way, and I just kind of like this isn't how I like. I don't really have. Anyway, so it's like a blue cup, and there was like a swirling, and I was supposed to drink it, and someone said if I drank it I'd have all the answers, but like, okay, there's some other stuff I gotta tell you, okay, cause I didn't. I've been thinking about it more lately, and I was kind of hoping it would all go away, you know, after that whole thing with Goo, and that kind of shook me up a little bit, and I just didn't want to talk about it, and I was hoping that, like, you know, there'd be some other better, more heroes and stuff that would like just take care of it, and if we just laid low for a while, but then like he popped back up and he went after us and Archaea and all that, and I know something's really. I just got a really bad feeling about it. I feel like the world's in trouble, and like I saw some things when. So you know when we were all at that stadium and Yoga was coming up, and I wasn't there for a bit, so I could see you guys. You know, I was like above you guys, and I could see you, and I could see me, and Mox and Thekus and Reginald, and then I just kept getting further away, and I saw other things. I saw the world, and things got really orange, and it was really bad, and there was these holes. There's these holes all over the world, Edison. I know it. There's holes in the world, and there's things. I might have done bad things, is the thing. Okay, I'm scared I did bad things, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean to if I did, but I know there's things I can't remember about Latros. There's things I saw, or there's conversations that I'd forgotten about, and I don't know what else I forgot, and I'm scared I don't know what happened. I don't know what he did to me. I can't remember things right, and he told me he was going to use me to kill the gods. That he said he was gonna turn me into something, and I forget, one of those, like the scary, and then I was gonna kill Orcus for him. And I then I don't know, I guess it wasn't good enough or something, so he like changed his mind. But I don't know what any of that means, and I now he's in my dreams again, and like I have a bad feeling, and I don't know. I feel like I did something wrong. I should have said something earlier. I don't know. I just don't know what any of it meant, and I felt like I just wanted to forget about it. But we gotta stop him. Like, I don't think this is gonna go away. I mean, I know that's what we're doing, and like with Loth and stuff, but yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know how. I'm sorry it got into my head.
Edison just like starts piling blankets on top of Tevye and hands him a glass of water.
So,
He's like, hey.
Water.
one thing you would know, Edison, is that Losia is specifically like a light type that deals with like a lot of information that might even help Tevye out too.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, okay, you know, we can't really sit here beating ourselves up on stuff that we could have or should have done. You know, we have the information we do now, so we just need to act accordingly. I'm already going to see Losia about all of the shenanigans that have already happened with our between planar concerns. Why not just ask them what's going on with this as well? And I mean, I think we've already got the information that Latros is going to be making attempts to do all the summoning bullshit and throw X every time the sky looks like that. Edison points out of his balcony. So like, one foot in front of the other, Tevye. Like we need to go see Losia. You're obviously I'm sorry that you have to deal with all this. And I'm sorry that the weight of all of this is ending up on your shoulders in any degree. But we get the information we get, and we do what we can with it, okay? One step at a time.
I guess the main thing I'm worried about is all really like, I mean, I should be more worried about. I mean, I'm worried about the world, but like also I don't want to be the one to mess things up, you know? Like, if this is all just happened on the other side of the continent or something, it'd be one thing, but like, I mean, I just, you know, he was the one who, like, we got to him and then the little, you know, cursey line fell and stuff and boom, that's it. But like, I guess I'm just worried that he still might be able to mess with me if we, yeah, we'll go, your friend, that, just wish this would all go away.
You know, maybe it will. Not immediately. I can't make that promise, but if we find enough information, maybe we could be the ones to stop it. Or, you know, worst case scenario, we gotta take care of Latros. But, like, I don't know if we want to go down that avenue too quickly. 'Cause no prison would hold him.
Does that mean he's doing something bad, like, right now? 'Cause the sky's like that?
Yeah, probably. I mean, there's a non-zero chance, Tevye.
You think that was, like, actually him in my dream and not just, like, a really bad shit? Yeah, no, it's not.
And I mean, you know, even if he's not succeeding at something bad right now, he's very likely making an attempt. So, there's that.
So,
Room to you as well.
with that night
still
goes
here.
by. With that,
Wish he was still here.
Yeah.
your night goes by. A little bit heavy as your last night on Derry before together you two head off once again. And with that, we're actually going to call the session there.
Yay!
Oh my god.
Look at her butt.
So,
What?
So with that, thank y'all
You guys
first.
don't like that.
Oh.
Thank you for stopping by the stream. We love you. We'll see you next week
Goodbye.
for hopefully the finale of this time skip thingy.
Bye-bye, stream.